promo, and this promo starts from now and ends in October. My brother, don't go. And it's double the promo bonus.
Download TapTap Send now on Google Play and App Store. TapTap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
On Sunday, the 30th of October, 2022, come join MOG Music, Bishop John Francis, Emmanuel Smith, Tab Worship, Juanita Francis, Junior Gar, Emmanuel Jemfi, and Aretha Addison as we present New Wine Concert, UK edition, theme Koinonia, time 5 p.m., gates open at 4:30 p.m. Get ready to experience the supernatural. Venue, Ruach City Church, 197-199 Kilburn High Road, London, NW6 7HY, United Kingdom. Rate is free. So tell a friend to tell a friend. It's happening on Sunday, the 30th of October, 2022. Register now at eventbrite.com.
Reminding you that this is the sound of Africa. OT Radio is live and alive. This is the time we open the arms of this. This is the newest version, of course, the greatest time of our moments now. OT Radio has come to stay. Tune in on www.otradiouk.com, and of course we have live activities more coming on politics, sports, social entertainment, and everything that you request. My name is Sanko Fatichinan, so I'm going to be part and parcel of it. And of course, OT Radio has come to say this is the sound of Africa.
Abuzia for me, Mamo, Ajo, Emamo, Akwaba, Edemo, about time with Tap Send with yourself and Nana Kwame. Or say we are streaming live on OT Media TV. We are on Facebook, YouTube, and other social media platforms. And then you rain so Nyame wae adom wakanye ho ode asan ehyiemu na and komotwetwe and then you rain ye ba betwetwe nititu efa no ya pomudin ho ensem. Izan say bosumi October ya yomu bosumi bia yede ebo yade kokram anase cancer eho dewro ewo ewiase amanyina nei dwumadie isunso yebebo cancer eho dewro na yama wahu ekwan a se ubefa so na impokra na se ibia uhuno se ibia wo ye enya symptoms bia ekwan a ubefa so a ubetimi enya treatment entem na ama medi yenya ezan se menu nyina agitum edi adanse se cancer yade bia edi yenya pa nanso no enei dwumadie iso yebesua ne oma bebra ebetimi aboayen ama se impokra no se ye detectia yebefa yebehu kwan yebefa so na yetimi enya treatment entem. Medical ede accident so ede ama tap send license tap send adwumaku akita yemu ema yetimi ede dwumadi every Thursday bia tap send se nei se wutie wo hwe na se wu eni bia mesre wa abomodia ko Play Store App Store na download bi na bosumi October inso krampo de tap send se me manya ntie se se wo ewiase amai ba bia na se u use tap send nko a ubetimi akache wu nuanom wa America a omu use tap send na o promo code and referral code ewo app ni mu no o call the top left corner of the app you see 3 horizontal lines. Click on it. O call the bottom part of it page ne be na ubehu wa nkasa referral code wo hono fama unia wa damfo wa America no so fan download the app ni bi or download the we no use pe also ubenya your referral bonus no ubenya double of that enti bomodi anakache unianom wa America no monso enti use tap send. Ma menko tap send asoye na memfa ora mauto emfa emrel abreni na no yeje omo anu disem ne hwe ne ekoso omo asoye empokra no say information bi ehu behia edi ama customers na omo di abraze edi ebeya ebeboa ama o tap send app na we use no ebeye easy kra edi ama enunti enwumrei mema ora mauto Abraham Akwaba mauto Akwaba bajimedi yeso
and I come good evening. Ibiabako.
Yamina Dum now what to say?
Nyaminado, me hon yapa, makodu fie. Midlands.
Yeah, the Yamiasi. Yeah, the Yamiasi. Because sometimes, undu vie kra, utika mukra still, you join the program and do it. That's one thing I love about you on this program.
It's absolutely important. This is important, right? According to the right level of importance. It's here for me. Within the Kokumato. Mifi Peki, Military Military Hospital. I lived in Medina all my life, and let me move. How come Lutia Castle? Okay.
Yeah. I like this.
Sorry?
I said I like the camera position now.
Okay, that's much better then. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So me say, I'm a boy from Peki in the Volta region. Military Hospital. I lived in Medina all my life. I went to Presec Legon and I went to Legon. And then for the last 18 years, I have lived in London. And I happen to be the growth director for Africa for TapTapSend. But most importantly, I'm a Ghana boy just like all of you. And I'm your brother and your sister. No, I'm not your sister. I'm your brother. That's fine. I think that makes more sense than your brother. So you're all my brothers and sisters. And Ghana is one of the big markets I look after. Ghana matters to me a lot. And you may be on Thursdays when we come this in the evenings, the show. I like to connect with you as customers, like to hear what you are thinking, like to hear what's going on in your houses, in your week. Let's have a good laugh. Let's have a good discussion. Let's get to know each other. That's important. Also, a question, this is a show to talk about it. And also this show is kind of becoming a very important part of the community, the Ghanaian community across the world. And I like you to keep inviting your friends, keep inviting your family, keep inviting people to join us so that we can create a very strong Ghanaian community who live abroad so that we can help each other. That's why we are here. And this week, TapTapSend, what's been going on this week? So this week, I mean, how many things have happened? There's not been any big happenings that have happened in TapTapSend this week. Some of you you would have seen, say, on your app, we have sent you a message about your transfer limits. And all you have to do is accept or reject or kind of click the button. So if you've used the app in the last week, you've seen that you may have got a message about your limits. Either say aso and I say and so, and we're asking you for some documentation. Now, if the app asks you for any documents, I would encourage you should upload those documents to the app because the app is safe, it's very secure, and it's as secure as any banking system you would use in the West, as in our UK and as in our Europe and as our America. So if the app says upload the documents, Ms. Rewa uploaded those documents to the app, it is safe. It's not going anywhere. We are not sharing your information with anybody outside of TapTapSend. We have to collect the information so that when the auditor comes and asks us one day, say, oh, Asimesi, do you have all his things? And I can say, yes, we do. Have a look at it. We install it in a very secure and safe place. So I would encourage you, if you are being asked by TapTapSend through the app to upload any documents or to add any answer any questions on the app is very, very safe. It's very, very secure. Mekan Facho said, just upload those things to the app. And if you want to talk to us about it, give our customer service team a call. They can explain to you, or find somebody close by. Find the Obia or TapTapSend Debisano. I'm sure there are people around you who use TapTapSend, family, friends. Ask them, get some assurance, and be able to keep working with us. That's the main thing. The rates have still been good. We've been working to give you the best rates. We will continue to give you the best rates. Last week, the rates were good. This week, the rates are even slightly better by Yagusua Yakoso, and we'll continue going. People are fighting with us every time about rates. No be cut up, no be cut down, no be cut up, no be cut down. We will continue to work to give you the best rates that we possibly can, and we'll continue to do that and continue to serve you very well. We will also continue to support the community, right? So when things are good on in your area, then let us know. If we can support it, we will support it. If we can send somebody, we'll send somebody. If we can come and visit, we'll come and visit. But it's absolutely important, we are supporting the Ghanaian community. We are doing the things that you care about. And together we are creating a community for the future, which helps us all to help Ghana and help our own brothers and sisters back in Ghana. Nana Kwame, I think this is where I'll stop. We can talk a bit more. I'll be in the show throughout the show. I'll be in the back. I'll be in the chat. I'll be in the comments. If you have any questions for me, and then at the end, you better tap send focus. If you have any questions, we'll talk about it. If you don't, so we'll just have a chat and we'll get to know each other. That'll be nice as well. Inti, Nana Kwame, I'll hand it back to you for now.
Rama told me that and then you bring the other Abre customers in so Yadamwase any support amode support the Ghanaian community. Any Ubeko baby, Jumedi be a coso baby, a tokrum crowd who tap send for her, and on a modern bar mobile within the Ghanaian community. Yami in Shamo. I made an enemy home about Nama Fan Kratoba Kumino, and Onechino, made Dr. Kofi Edu at the Bebro. Dr. Kofi Edu, yeah, Dr. Bia, Menino, Eddie sign, and I say, Nantia check. But ye ensure den share programs to see eda but ene nyame adom matimi nya doctor a woni e ba betwetwe enkomo afa eye cancer ehun sa enso na mabomoden a de abrante ba ko a ono nso ne yiri efri mu through breast cancer. Ononso no wono any the CEO for Crime Check Foundation and they were launching a cancer awareness project be a ononso no or the airborne cancer who the ro e wo my Ghana mu ononso ebe joining e wo dwumadie so na answer na me de onbebrew no ma me dane me ho me fan krato mienu entwem anu na chi me de Dr. Kofi Edu ebebrew
I shaping out the Bible no bed on Crawford say nala so they snap in the bed. Abedi Pokomi Kofi Kinata as a Black History Man. Kofi Kinata my rap live is the Made in Ghana UK Festival. Kofi Kinata will be performing alongside Godfather, Samini, Jupiter, Wendy Shea, a whole lot at us. I'm a Pedemishobia or East Winter Garden. Black History Month Made in Ghana UK Festival. Move!
Made in Ghana UK concert comes to London Friday, 28th October 2022. East Winter Garden, 43 Bank Street, London, East 145NX. Performing live, Kofi Kinata, Samini, Jupiter, Wendy Shea, Sharifa Gunu. Concert experience from 8 p.m. till midnight. Ticket £30. Available at eventbrite.com, shoobs.com, fachoma.com, and madeinganauk.com. VIP tables call 782-760-2639. Brought to you by Made in Ghana UK Limited, Made in Ghana Consultant Limited, in collaboration with Ghana High Commission, London, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture.
Hello, family. I'm Rachel Bakesua from Top Italy. There is this massive program coming on 22nd of October 2022, this very month at Russia. It's called Extreme Worship. There will be a very great ministers of God like Ohima Mercy and many more. We are inviting you all to come, get your ticket, let's worship our Maker together. God bless you all for coming and thank you all for coming. Tap will be coming. So please come in your numbers. Get your ticket and come in your numbers. Thank you all for coming. God bless you all.
Yo, Sabri ebra mede Dr. Kofi Edu at the airbro. Doctor said the midi kind no. Menina nanti kakra, but minimbe pray about him, but it has given me the opportunity to know more about Dr. Kofi Edu, and he will be telling us also more about what breast cancer is all about, symptoms, what to do when you detect, and I mean many more. And so Ibrahim upon quoting, and so a CEO for Crime Check Foundation, and Bia and Abranti Neire kama ofrimu onya breast cancer and ofimu. And they Abranti so by joining a wujumadi so no near adwetwe enkomo. Na obi bebuza say na you can breast cancer there. I am who asem near Becana, then a speaker singing akoye memasa, there be and koye memasa anqua, Yame Yaduma, Yabesa twaso, na mede a mile so a cajon, a mrinty and a neomaint me and join ye, but Yame Yadma next week on be join ye. But Nami Busa say, breast cancer crano, and ye be a some memans who timina breast cancer, minimum dear doctor, ebichiri mu ene. Na ubika se debi. Bema dear, unya breast cancer, Maya dear, and they mean to me can once be brave. Mamma, doctor, Chichi. Dr. Kofi Edu, doc, Memo Ajo, Emo Aquaba, Edu, Ebajumedi.
Okay. That's it. But what you think?
Mete on kapa na doc ka mihu animu a ka mani beje pa isan say audience ne person mu Dr. Kofi Adu America ne ho asemi one ne hwan kra is it possible so baba video isan say we dey use through camera
no correct yo anyway Prince me that's it who can say a backup a breast cancer was
no correct breast cancer who asem any year beka but doc I think say me no sign it's more than 10 years within the media space
about 10 years
very good about 15 getting to 20 years now
15 to 20 somewhere around.
Yes.
Anyway
doc maybe I know be what one can radio so now Dr. Emma health education on radio some time back what Dr. Kofi Adu and so yeah can Dr. Kofi Adu only why
that's it Prince medical aka say anyunyam she so from me say me mekasa o fidi kasi eso ba me report no aka say idea course na me yanka say no kwani
emre nimma into
yo me Ghana ni me go school you know Ghana go university up to university level and after is Canada ne O and A levels to be quiet O and A levels now after that na me go medical school University of Ghana and me be a internship you know anyway after Kolebulu na me koye ejuma as a civilian Ministry of Defense in 37 me because be want to be a teacher
very good
if you or me call a South Africa homelands no in your contract and to be koye ejuma South Africans for about 9 to 10 years and son me by UK I've been here for about 20 years 22 years mostly no my specialty pediatrics then mom no edrum rebinu na I was say if I can be so na ya boy nuanum I Ghana for tissue enti Francis say the be bomodian aye yes the mere yetu ho si ho na ya cheche apomde ho nsem enti ho ba bi lam si jama press ye share yeah che enti na kakra beti makafa me Kofi Adu me hono
yo
say munimre endi investment say
no correct yo doc and the enumere the entia ye twen wo ba ye yade a ye hwe ye community ni mu a ne wo beti say we ye free mu ye den onya cancer bosumi a ye wo mu ye month bi a ye de ebo breast cancer ho derupa enti ene ye pese woni ye twetwen komo kakra when it comes to breast cancer and on the ye better ni hu si ye nya bi doc mean can be brave but it is an area that you have the experience expertise to talk to us more to educate us on it
we the been chono you crew mem say ye kasa no bi o high e fe kokram na me bo
kokram yare yep
kokram yare and cancer no and then mem say jama ye so say ho to breast so say cancer dos eti be say ye kan nyina enti cancer kokram wo ema tissue member so nya be dia me chichimu ema de cancer of the breast is the commonest by far. Ghana say, you know, statistics now may go through nature say we have about 67 per 100,000 women. It's quite a significant
number.
Chrome has so no, they say no, nipa umanya cancer no if be a free more BTS no, you are looking at over 600,000. So for a population of 65 million or thereabout. And a quite new months so a topic I would choose important. Cancer in general, say cancer. I say, and as I treat you, say nipadua no produce the tiniest part of the body in the different cell. It is producing cells in larger quantities. As soon as that's what cancer does. And you know, say breast no na say na so no entimi nye na djuma sebe abode no hwemu no wo say no it gives rise to so many problems. Kasi job them which is not normal. Normal Yankopon no for no say that is the sole purpose of the breast. That's what it's all about. So no a bedroom maybe no for some reasons or maybe for instance a man at 10 year breast cancer by far the commons. A member so overall a cancer incidence so member constitute 1%. Just more it means I say man cancer members in your name no quite a small number. Now Okasano kind number some bombardier members will be too many breast cancer. In actual fact, you have over a year no over 300 people men get cancer of the breast. They are out of the numbers. Introduction about breast cancer. Now awareness no October from 1st to 31st. The entire awareness no ban say be a yina no e betie ho asese e ade a here hardware. And awareness no eba no yese bi o moye ne keke yese be ya yina memma ne ma nyina aware for nipa o mo single obia enti sana memeka no initially.
Yo doc bia me to way and as a minia baby to way onim near your friend is cancer e be den na obehu se wanya bi
yo me da say nipa no bi wo kora no a ohun hwe ni fa se bia na wako hospital by accident that's wako ni GP wona bia as a true examination no njobu ha obroni a protocol refer they are asymptomatic bi wo ha ohun hwe ntino no so na ya na dangerous so say unnim se bibi sa ekoso wo video no ntino obehu ano ebedu ba bi na akodu ba bi a na che o so ano ana edin enti eno ye kai se edi eno betreating na mom say lamp se ka se lamp wa joa bitima beto sabi unufunu so ebe benkum ana se enifa enfa na mom no benkum for some reason no science no che say no for benkum no mom leta enya cancer nti empa treating ena de to so biem honam na wo breast no for no esono nsacrating bam ebi ne say insatin beguso ebi wo ha so wo hwe anka say oh dot this very poor orange typically no so betima actually say you have cancer of the breast sa so na ikuru alampo krapo no say nipple no no for no fer nipple no ibi wo ha say o was nka timi o wa timi straight no nso bi wo na chia ahwenche so no for name no ba ko obugu na ba ko obroni fence they become asymmetrical. There's a symmetry in the nipples when you also a nipple kum a nipple no sorry it may echo a hunam this all what as a nipple no tembiano abonchi that's a fade a general a namkumua ye sansona obroni from be crass As I say, you could have a tone as a crust. So, now it and crust. You'll be dimple, your maybe a friend of a puckering, all those signs. And discharge, true. So milk, breast milk, a milk in the free mover, a nufusu, and the free nemos who say a soon free mover, no sa yellow, and I say muja na green, a beer and cancer. Even just an ordinary infection. But there means to be so Obama, I mean, Mama knows to be investment in American remember something much because cancer of the breast member knows a ma we Obama or when I say a ocean of a Ujina, a him now. Unanim said they will look for city. That says, Sacre Biara Abambia 20 years. Now, enu pahua it will bring for genetics. That's what the best very common in some families. And this uma me and say uhuni pabia obeno in your cancer da of the breast especially. Na osheni. Ntisa nema mienu ne hia titru pa. So obu also na oye adwuma wo radiation, so X-ray for most of these people work in nuclear places near there. A man of teacher. Omotanya cancer of the breast. And some baby but I'm renting some trust and a simple amount. Yeah.
Yo. Doc, say a basse me who say and I say me who kafo and I say minia baby. Who say who and sakraye bi ewo ne nofo no ho a den is way.
Your body delays completely in seeking help. Oh, it's say and who near Masano na ye train. Oh, say it be a BBC and sana a 200 more. Awareness not back for the whole month of October is not for nothing. Any say a church say so only about you to fear us oba and as maybe to fear and say awareness now. Yes, say unkwana uchi sabaya would be able to be also wailing over catcher nipa on it. Sabaya a uhuya penu na uchuanamo and a more out to say doctor. And I say there are quite a lot of societies, cancer societies, especially breast cancer, Macmillan Nadia. Friends of Macmillan, in little every NHS outfit. And you know, sana and I feel so no. He said, "Utimi etu anamono na kwa na referring no aka titru adia enti amawako GP obi wakura na kodru doctor na wakura na ferry na ade enti no ebi kwa na ompese obeka we ferry ni say cancer no ekum nipa okrum ha even the United Kingdom NHS your health system is actually one of the best in the world. And sanity early intervention say you wouldn't tell more by the time I will be a metastatic breast cancer. So what it means is a free no form call. I did do more germ because lungs in other parts of the body. It do stage no. No bit more drew the name no cancer no. It do have is intimate call. Okay, a bit more social no. Maybe a very palliative care to give you enough comfort and painless life. Name no. Do some treatment and normally bit massive life very, very difficult. Early intervention is very, very important. So please don't avoid delays.
Early intervention is very, very important.
Very, very important.
Okasa emu no na oka bibi se obi a oye adwuma is it
radiation areas.
Very good.
My x-rays.
Very good. Very good. Na minyane nti ye bi na eno de na ye nkeka minya hwehwemu bi about it. Na bi no nso se ene ohwe ye fast food, everything microwave. Does it have any connection with this cancer? And what are some of the causes of cancer?
Radiation, no, I make a high dose radiation near microwave. Radiation here, nipa intensive radiation area. And what's make? Cancer in general has been associated with all these colorants and preservatives and all that, and pesticides especially. Don't say they say no, and I say say I'm more be super so we use what we call pesticides. Pesticide has been identified as one of the causes of increase of malignant cancer in humans. And answer me the radiation has got to be high dose. Otherwise, it won't have too much effect. So the number of areas we are exposed to some form of radiation or the other, but they make up very high, intensive radiation.
Doc, say bo ni nyina tofa e de amaye and sana for questions from the audience. In brief, what would you say about breast cancer?
Breast cancer is very, very important. And I will say, symptoms and signs that make up. It is who said Sakare be a back or breast will be I saw a bemoyo make come vanity true. Mr. Bomodiana to one or more nashe, say, ubit me, and ya one time, say, dear, ibit me. And yet, no for no one over here. It will be crop on a Joanna war a motum. I ubuni friend lymph nodes. And also bet mamma soil in Saba. Say free, no for more iron lymph nodes. And also young kai. I say, a for no. I can't echo a motum. Begum
Yo. Abusia for answer na mefa questions no me wo yenua baba kwa wo ko isu ono nso enya breast cancer bi nan mum ono de nyame adom obroni be kasa she's a survivor yen sister Felicia we dey many nsan ubetimi any your experience the offer mu ne wo ye ene nyame adom unya bi na so tiase. Now, sometimes na your stigma be about this cancer. So, obinya bia, you quite bia. And no, how was your experience like? The unya one generated the uncophobic afang ene oda sotiase. Ediana beka edi 2 and I say akache near BBF.
Okay, good evening, everyone. But your mem makes a training neighbor for Nintendo.
That
just bear with me.
That's fine.
Okay. Me a friend me Felicia, right? Me midwife, health visitor, a lactation consultant. That's my role. And 2013. It's a quite a long journey, but I'm going to give you a brief.
Fantastic.
2013, yeah. Me who because not me role at that time, now I'm a specialist midwife. Now I deal with infant feeding. And I work closely with the breast clinic because of a man about with mastitis, cancer. Now me no one a year juma. In 2013, I noticed a gland because I examine myself every time. Me were bath more, I am examining. See, when I felt that I said gland, me move a a move, but it's painless. Immediately, I believe in early intervention. Until I took it to the GP, and then I spoke to the GP, and then the GP won't examine. Also, no, they don't think anything serious. They told me to go away. I came back. I just saw that still the thing was still there. And what happened was 2016 January, and I noticed a friend is saying, I just woke up and I felt this thing was there, and it was painless. But my instincts as a midwife just told me, say, just go back and insist on them checking up. I mean, assessing it. Into me call me GP and I say, okay, at that time now I was 47. Into say, oh, okay, they've lowered the mammogram to set 47 into the me to me call. Into I remembered going to see the go for mammogram. Fortunately, there was nothing in the mammogram. The mammogram stated that it was clear, and I insisted. I think I met the one of the surgical oncologists at Woho, and so I told you there's nothing. When I assessed it, I'm saying no. If it's nothing now, can I just go for a scan? Now I'm sure what is there. And some, if I have to deal with it now, I mean, dealing with it because I can't live with it again because it's been there for a long time from 2013. He was, he didn't want to do the scan, but I insisted. And then, fortunately, he did the scan for me. And lo and behold, when they did the scan, what I was just seeing every time was my lymph nodes. So they just went in and then did, because where it was a bit suspicious. Until they went in and then did a biopsy. Into the biopsy, anyone who say into 1 week later, and when I went for the results they told me that they found the cancer cells in my lymph nodes. That is where the journey started. It wasn't an easy journey at all. I'm a believer. So I had to pray about it and then ask God, say, what does he want me to do about it? And there was a lot of scanning, CT, bone and everything. And the fortunate thing about mine was, it didn't even show in my blood test. It was normal. My white cells, everything was normal. Not the doctors were just a bit reluctant to treat me because if we all know, as you can't just treat someone with just one abnormal, because they couldn't find a lump in any part of my body, to God be the glory. They couldn't find anything in my blood. It was just the cancer cells in my lymph nodes. I have just done a lot of researches and other things. What I know now, I knew it 6 years ago. I think I would have done things differently, because everyone has got a weaker cell, and the weaker cells are the cancer cells. And if everything is just going on well, we can just. They shared it can improve. It wasn't easy in the Ghanaian community or in the African community. We don't really want to talk about cancer. But I decided, listen, I was going to talk about it. I don't hide it from anywhere. I've been to US and other places to just give a talk on breast cancer. So that is what I went through. The treatment, I'm going to talk briefly about the treatment. The treatment wasn't an easy thing at all. I had chemo, I had surgery, and then I had radiotherapy. But I had people who have gone through it, who supported me through it. And one of the things I always say to people is, Obinya cancer, the least you can do is just to support the person. because it's a time of, it's a very difficult time to, because you know everybody thinks that when you have cancer, so the cancer itself doesn't kill. Is the treatment, is the chemo. Because I was so weak, I couldn't walk. I could for a whole year, and even after that, the symptoms and the side effects, was just so much. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything, and so that was the treatment. Coming back, talking about early intervention, I always advise people to just go and then seek help when they notice that there's a difference in your breast. And I have a video of how to examine yourself to see if there's any lump in your breast, and not there's a different. I mean, there's a different in your difference in your breast. And
Mr. Wu, my apologies to intervene. I won't ask you to practically show us, but how can one examine their breast so that at least yes, you be from that?
I tend to do it when I'm in the bath.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I just use my hands and then go round and then feel if there's any changes in my breast.
Okay.
And so and then that's what I teach people, and then I have a video which I send it to them to just watch it and then that's
can I come in quickly?
Yes, Doc.
Sorry, my sister, that's very brilliant. You see, there is what you call the quadrant examination. I don't know whether anybody knows about that.
No.
Yeah.
The quadrant examination of the breast, and then they say, simply put, over check into 4.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, you start here. You start from the upper inner quadrant. You press on that, and then you come to the lower quadrant. You press on that. With the palm of your hand. And yes, you are going to create lumps. You use the palm of your hand to do that. Okay, you go lower, go to the outer lower quadrant, and then finally to the outer upper quadrant.
Yeah.
We had our left side. Then you change and use your left and do the same on the other breast.
Yeah.
So middle, upper, inner, lower, lower, outer, and then upper, outer.
Yeah.
That's the quadrant examination. It's a pity say we can't. One day we may have to get a bigger screen, and then it's so simple and important.
Yeah, very, very, very important, because
and people have done this and have been able to identify that they've got lumps in their breasts. Sorry that I had to come in.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm happy.
Regarding the treatment modalities, look, the treatment for cancer, let me just come in and give the professional view, is the best one, is to remove the lump, and that's surgery. The best. Okay. Then say, I don't know what you have for. And for some people, young lump, we have got traditional values. A man be or sebe, we try to know for there and the NHS. And it's not as simple as we are saying it here, but people are bold and they remove it. And then, of course, there's something called reconstructive surgery. In fact, so when you know for everyone, just say doctors can reconstruct something that will look almost like a new breast by taking some part of the body, tissue from the rest of the. And I'm going to go into all these details because maybe I ate too much. Because anatomically, the breast is just like any part of the blood. It was skin, and a nipple there is part of the skin, more or less, with some holes, 20 of them or so. where the main reason was to produce milk to feed the young offspring. And there are lobes in there, your fat womb, your muscle. That's for so that it's part of the reproductive system. No, your reproductive system is just like part of the uterus, part of the fallopian tubes, ovaries, and all that. So, and this is where, as a medical doctor, you come in and teach people to understand. And really, apart from the amakai, their blood vessels, their nerves, anything and breast, they're very sensitive to. Very sensitive. There are some women who will tell you, so do better touching any part of the body there, who is sort of from our, and they can actually take offense. And and as children grew up, pubertal hormones, estrogen, progesterone will start in the girls especially, and then of course with pubic hair, axillary hair, and all these things, a part of development. And to the young guy who's a breast, like all parts of the body, cancer can sit. Apart from surgery, which you can be lumpectomy, which is removal of lump. Some can say one of the things is lump. The whole lung, the whole breast can be removed. And then we have chemical treatment. Chemical treatment where you are given IV injections just to go in there. Example says, so your surgery now, who say cancer in alcohol. Chemotherapy and radiation or radiotherapy are the ones that are added as adjuncts to go there. Now, cells are so small, so when you into these chemicals and radiation, will go there and remove all these small ones. Now, what are you new to ensure, say, the cancer is okay? Even modern times, we've got what we call immunotherapy. We have to complete the topic in a professional way. It's say, maybe an OB or no American student and so a doctor. In American way.
Okay. No, I'm just I was told to just talk about my journey, and yes, I've got it in different aspects. I wanted to talk about the causes. Nobody knows the causes of cancer, but I want to talk about healthy eating. It's a very, very important aspect because, I know people who throughout the journey, I met people who are gone, and I had to sit down and look at the food I eat, and I had to change everything about me. And since I changed it, now I have seen a very big change in my health. Number one, stress is another aspect of cancer, any type of cancer, because when your stress levels are high, and it's so is more sodium. There's too much sodium, and that also can contribute to it. And there's one thing which I did a little bit of research into. A lot of women who have had fertility treatments, because I did fertility treatment to conceive. Most of them have had cancer, because when you look at even Clomid on it, they tell you that the percentage of people can actually have cancer. I'm just going to move away from there, and then I'm going to talk about the stigma, because that is what is really affecting your Ghanaian community and not the African community. Because what I do now is I do support people who are going through it, and then I tend to just do a health talk about it to people. But one of the things I've just noticed is a lot of the stigma attached to it, because I remember when I recovered and then I went to a church, invited me to come and talk. When I finished, everyone, it was a Ghanaian church, people came to me, they said, you are very brave. And then just come and talk about, yourself. Yes, manka, it will motivate someone to go ahead to just go and do a screening. Do you know, when I left the church, almost every woman who was due cervical smear, people who were due mammogram and everything, they all rushed and went to do it. We Africans, we don't even get the letter. But I want to talk about early intervention because now the choir, and then you report it now. When I was going through the treatment, one of the things a doctor asked me was, Felicia, are you a Christian? I said, yes, I am. And I said, why are you coming for the treatment? I said, why not? Also, most Africans, when they come in now, you catch on and say, Monya, the next thing is Tofiakwa. I am not going to go for the treatment. And then they stay at home. And I have seen the 6 years, Mimi go through. I've seen quite a lot of people. About the catch on say, and that's Betty Suenya, on person Betty, or on person. The person doesn't want you to hear about it. But now, the last minute, within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, no one for because or refuse to treatment. What is a sikimo a kumuntina uncle? I always believe, say, we should just sit down and look into ourselves and then believe, say, whatever we're going to do, and please, I will just advise everyone. Say, if we can now, we should reduce the stigma, please. We should try and then support cancer. Spread the little that you can do, because cancer is no respecter of persons. So I must confess, it's no respecter of persons. I've seen doctors, a lot of people. Internet is not internet, so please don't look down on the person, support the person as you can, and then BB or go through. Just would you want to be a BB Kramana, Bompai Kraman, and then stop stigmatizing, and then stop pointing fingers. Oh, when you're cancer. I have had a lot of things. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me, but I know I have people supporting me with it. The last thing I would say is cancer is curable. You can reverse anything that you're going through, whether breast cancer, whether cervical cancer, anything that you're going through. Sit down. I know, say, but look at the things that will help you. The way you really be brain, that doesn't help. And when we look at the food that we are eating now, they are all genetically modified. That's all I can say. Thank you to everyone. Very important.
On the lighter side, Mamimbusa either doctor and answer will be to me a farmer. Before that, Mamimbusa doctor, is there any age bracket obitimiaka say within this age bracket no and omunya cancer pa?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Who can breast cancer?
Yeah.
Usually, thanks. May I say, so him after 50 years, the incidence of breast cancer goes up. I'm talking about it goes up higher. The most of the 8 out of 10 cancer of the breast scientifically, research has proven say over 10 cancer patients of the breast patients, at least 8 of them are beyond 50 years. And below 50 years, no, and yet that common. And of course, the incidence after 75 years of females, 75 is even higher. And statistics. Okay, point number one. Now I'll cut diet. I hope say what time? Just 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Diet is crucial. Antioxidants are all over the place. I can't even pronounce resveratrol. It's one of them. And may can be about a tomato. I mean, there's something in tomato called lycopene, which is anti-cancerous. There are so many other medications that are anti-cancerous as well. Now, preservatives, Nicholas, and in reality, na the enema be brave so kaya body no so you knew what they are. Because some of these things are mitotic, they can cause matogenic problems on not only on the breast but over the skin. And we should be careful apart from what we eat, we should also be careful what we apply on the skin. Now,
Doc, Pacho, make a baby kakra about the age group, no.
Yes.
When I was having my treatment, no, and then I'm in a group of what I've noticed is at first, Be I said when you get to 50, but I've come to realize now, said the rate is really at the age, from I was in a 21-year-old, it been in a family.
Yeah, it can happen. It can happen in younger.
It can happen, yeah. But
the incidence is so very high.
Yeah, it is. I would say, it's the range of because at first no one say 50, but they say no young girl obi on worry on who now or when you have breast cancer.
Yeah,
and it's on the increase because
those people are predisposed genetically. Then genetics constitute a very important chunk of people who tend to get cancer of the breast. And so we are 21 years old. That's all my cancer of the breast, and that's all near cancer of the breast. The point is, you are at a very high risk of getting cancer, even though we are 21 years old. That's the explanation that we have to give. Now, your mom and say, mom say, wouldn't be a genetic. That's our lifestyle good. The chances are then limited to your age after 50 years. But I'm not saying that if you are below 50 years or 21, you cannot get. You can, but if you are predisposed or if you have been exposed to radiation of any kind, then you can get it at even a younger age.
All right.
I hope that's clear. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Briefly, now for main questions, and I think say about also from there. Mr. Felicia Nyami Inshabebre for sharing your experience with us. Doc, in your submission, you made mention say breast the primary purpose and it's about producing breast milk. But maybe you saw how many men are sa and as almost anti the kind almost gin sa. In my research. I'm not quite sure whether it's proven. Say, no be can say a man so it helps to reduce the infection rate of cancer, breast cancer. Is that something that is medically proven?
No, it hasn't been proven, but it's been theorized in so many circles. Okay. In actual fact, stimulation of the breast itself, say. If simulation of every part of the body, relaxes it, and for that matter, it makes it, it gives you a better feeling in any way. And then a breast in itself, the cancer said the nerve supply is very highly innervated into a very highly sensitive issue. Say, Bemaye Bibisano, Obama, of course, naturally. We are not here as sex therapists or anything. But these are real facts. These are scientific facts that was here to me putting forward. Apart from certain mechanism, apart from fat tissue, areola, and all that, skin and everything. It is a mojawo no from said mojawo yadwinu babia sans na nerves and so. Na mama mania jipa so. It takes bravery and courage to be able to survive cancer of the breast, of cancer of any part of the body, and come out openly and speak about it. That alone, to be honest, at least cancer can be cured. In actual fact, a cancer of the breast, so good in terms 9 out of 10 can be cured. That is only idea was it made almost so cancer no etiasi. And this mommy has demonstrated say cancer can be cured. And this and you must say there was a bomb there. No, mommy say there was a timidly come around all over within our society. And let people know say she got cancer. She's a Ghanaian. She survived it. And that is the message that I think
taking home.
And so we should be able to speak more about it.
Thank you, Doc. Me pacho question be beside about say won't stimulate breast na won't suck breast na. One of the health benefits na Oshe Chrome had, they talk about say breastfeeding. When it comes to breastfeeding, once you say we a mother now or breastfeed, you have a low risk of having
absolutely. I was going to say that as well.
But I sadly, I'm a lactation consultant, and then I've been an infant feeding coordinator and a specialist midwife. But what I want to say about that is, I preach that I breastfed my 2 children, my more than 2 years, exclusive for 6 months, and then I continued till they were after 2. Answer now. When I had breast cancer, some of my colleagues who were white, they said, Felicia, but you did breastfeed. Why did you have breast cancer? And I had to, you see, I think that when Doc was just talking, anybody can have it.
Anybody can have it.
Yes.
See, cancer in general and breast cancer in particular nobody knows exactly what causes them. That's a point that we have to say. And so there's a lot of there's interplay of so many factors. I mean, genetic, environmental, age, radiation, and in some cases, nobody can even know why. And all that, and you can breastfeed and still get breast cancer. And then mom say, said, "Be one breastfeed, you could have caught it a bit earlier." Who knows? But scientifically, breastfeeding your children reduces your chances of getting. And I don't just say 100%. It reduces it to 0. You can still get breast cancer.
May I say, any young sister Feli say, and you mama in this education. May what America crack say, oh, question be ebusa. Dr. Kofi Edu, any young sister Felicia, Emre El Hono, so bit me, amounts as well zoom so mefau na or the question no abba. Young sister Georgina, I also amounts as so actually, me for young sister Georgina, and I might call the next one. In the young sister Georgina, Pacho, or meet yourself, now for a question, bro.
Oh, I can say, Doctor, nee, yes, sister. I mean, sure, mo be brother, that's an children. The amayen. And now my question is, say who breastfeed, who jai baby breastfeeding na as milk na e come no it me ebe po ebe than breast cancer na and to Mr. Osenso Mr. na baby to board as see na ira efiso since am be mortgage as me my ntimi ntworo ntimi questions na Mr. Ose menya mwa bia na face me questions na ekoma doctor nso no
so let me kakra breast tissue no so that we can let as a factory your baby friend say asina and as a small lobules be connected to the nipple and you say akora po na o breastfeeding ubemu say na no can nipple no na a stimulant no a free a nipple no akko into that factory no to start milk ni binim that to start producing the milk and son started on the mouth of the baby and I say whoever is the stimulus that alerts the factory inside the breast and say hey will be here milk, and then the milk is just even if it's produced already now then it starts moving towards the nipple. And so there is no connection between a milk, because milk most of the time is not even in there already.
Yeah.
It's stimulus and the money produce for the suckling process. There's no significant here. Minimum HSS we trying for milk them a woman because so why? And
that's it.
Sister Georgina. Me send you my contact now. Oh, here any contact details via now. Contact me later on.
Maybe I'll show you. Maybe that's the big way.
Sister Fatima, we want to hear from you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
So me a breast cancer survivor.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well done. Yeah. I'm in 2009, 2008, and I'm who say me nya lamp we want me breast mo. But me ko yes scan no omo ehun bibia. And I'm a doctor. See, means after 6 months, means I'm bio. Still no, omo ehun bibia, but side of me breast no, or why ding. Into me train ya another almost a year. Damn me doctor whom you know, and all stay there be. Now I say bibia chame, and no why black. I feel na she miss the same no. Inti and immediately or say minko the main hospital near me scan. Inti me call honomono and no move ye. Inti omuhu ye no musi immediately they should do something about it. But I'm very young, below 30 years. Inti breast cancer no anybody can have it. Me family me mami nyebida. Me sisters, me were 4 sisters, 3 sisters. So be any breast cancer. I'm the first person. Into omuhu ye immediately. I live in Italy. Immediately doctors say I'm too young, they have to start it immediately. Inti me chemotherapy, me tinyi ebubu ye. But me 6 times of chemotherapy no musi nkitwe bi wo mu esise egada and so ma operate me. But almost share ye no ntimi angada well. But almost be operating. Into me, to say na doctor can you see sometimes who sana agitation ma o can be say doctor training na minye free. But doctor ne catch me say obeti me aya mami na on channel for nyina. They will open it and take all the bigger parts. Into kitwa na eka ye na omo intimi angada no. Meyer radiation therapy. No, and after chemo no, me sansu year therapy for 1 year. Continue service about chemotherapy easy at all because ye family members that minimum Ghana manti da se my chemotherapy ne ye channel for negu na affect another 1 year say na the baby no na omashiri omonkwa. But near me person make a no man, we are mostly at risk on our breast. Inti so lamp be wo no for more immediately move on. Na koye bibi about it scanning and I say mammogram. It's saying be ya ube hunin because se uhunun tem ni ye ya enti mimbe ye 2 more no say ye humi di entem anka anye 2 more I'm too young anka ye free wo inti they say no me wo me ba be ye 20 years but always no me person me push na because menya no obetimi enya na me push up say na be ya ono so be go forward obey any other tests on be who say obetimi ontimi beto ne minya aye no nti ne meka che etie for man na omo no ti say na Auntie Felicia kaye no. Omo examine omo breast no. Omo examine omo breast no very well. Uko so wunnim kura na uko antenatal clinics na omo be chirel. Postnatal clinics no omo be chirel say ni examine breast. Inti mo bia friends yes when you breast cancer it's not the end of the world. Me ma obia nim say menya breast cancer at the younger age. I don't hide it at all.
But nyame adom survive it.
My survival, yeah, that was me started chemotherapy 2009. To say how many years me man kankura womb.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm young, no for no, but but I've got something to support the other one. Say nebeya will be the same thing.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Our own experience I will share with us this evening. Yami be brave. You got Theodora a hornamo. Theodora, I'll meet yourself now for a question, bro.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My question is me one craft for na third one and the fourth one. No, I used to have mastitis a lot. Me tanya no a week bia me tanya bi enya some keto akra. Enti me notice say after enkra no me twa omu nyina nu fo no. Ena me hu say lamp bia be se mamotru mu ho no both left and then right no. And I'm free say be anya bibia but actually no na say my very concerned to me the GP. Me GP ma me koye sa yina mo body no. Or say because me make a change say me search Google no. Me say can a bit me cancer na be bintin. I was very scared. So ma me koye sa the just to see say cancer sa. Me ko try sa scan no and how mom mo kano. Or say enye bia
mammogram.
I try. But auntie, who can we no say? Also ko GP ne ye check ye say enye bia. Nti me ba me sa sure and me anso affect me because o shatare kra enye yi because e hihye ho e show wo hu enye me so enye me ya. Ahye for 5 years, me to make us 5 years in me. Recently ya na me call me GP biem na me sa ko ti wo so say omo san check mama. Omo ka che me say just me am call private because omo say omo check omo hu no say ye lymph bibisa
lymph nodes.
According to omo say any power breast tissue no e bit to me ko share wa motru mu e ma ne yes inte normal say menya bibisa
me patro country be na wo
no UK.
Who UK? Me patro bomodiana ASAP or GP ho, and then tell them say you want a scan to just check lumps and not lymph nodes now one more cano. They will do because they will do they have to do
a biopsy.
Biopsy. Thank you, doc. They have to do a biopsy. And then they will that would determine because say if you can feel that now it's similar to what I felt and then the GPs left me for 3 years.
And auntie patro minim so no as time goes on it grow a yekesi.
Yes. Menstrual mastitis sometimes so tanya mastitis so want to mean drain your breasts very well block that to me cause yeah, but I will say to you is this and any go back to the GPs, tell the GPs that you want a scan and if possible they should do a biopsy for you. You've got to just be assertive. One of the things I tell our women, especially young black men, when you go in, and I'm not trying to be a feminist, doc, I'm so sorry,
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, we know our bodies as women. We know our bodies, and as everyone, I always say you've got to be assertive, because just imagine if I didn't actually insist and told the surgeon, said, listen, you've got to do it for me, and I didn't take a no for an answer. I was just assertive. And then when they did it for me, at the end of the day, when they saw me, every time they see me, everyone would just be looking at me. How did you do this? Internal me patrol, just go and do it. And then if there's anything, you can contact me. I can just support you.
I want to just spend 10 seconds to say something quickly. Okay. Mammogram, thanks, Mama. You see, mammogram cannot pick up cancer in all cases.
Yeah.
Into ultrasound is the other way to go. Into there are other things that can make a breast swell, or like a fibroadenoma, inflammation, mastitis. But then you cannot be sure. Either is the best way is either do a scan, ultrasound scan, or a biopsy.
Yeah, I'm always in the morning.
I can't show that. Yeah. I will pursue that. Say normal, then we are all happy.
Are you starting today?
Yes. Me patcho me kasenka okay enye almost just me remove sa tissue na show nti me ka so okay ne me remove it because affect me pa omo NHS for say omo nye mame free, so I have to go to a private surgeon na omo be ya mame. And then Miss Roma Dream said the more na shehono the more na se bibi cry bet me de ne ho agim like cancer na bibi nti anti wo de ya wo kan yi de ama me ankasa push me e china na pa 222
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
All right. Doc, quickly, my member Muhammad Sanama Grace and Patricia. According to young sister Felicia, or my says we should be assertive when it comes to certain issues with regards to our health, not just with our health, but that you have to be assertive. I quite remember some time ago I dealt with one social services worker. And because I knew some of the laws regarding Nkwada and Adintino, sometimes I have to quote certain articles. Oh, who said minimum America? A day, a futu now the bemaye when it comes to your health, you call GP. One gasa who say ABA, BB Nkoye, but GP Becca say, oh, you're okay. And I say your health visitor and your health will tell you like in a small way, they are really brushing it off. At the end, I'll be to me a cadia 2 years for. Is there any maybe a bit me a general so I can say you're right in here, so we have to get this or that.
In actual fact, so deep and your own health now a stick. And your doctor beyond health a stick. It is you the individual. The health is your health. And you will have to insist probably at this stage, I will want another opinion or something simple way. Just make sure that you get the best out of the society. This society can look after breast. They say this is the first time I met a breast surgery has got to go privately. I haven't heard that before.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that. But you say.
Doc, that may be sad. Rani said, "Borrow Beno."
Patrol me isn't it?
Okay.
Following.
Okay. Yeah, let's see how we can also just go back tomorrow and let us know how things go. Because you see that I don't know if it is cancer, then probably you're waiting for too long.
All right.
Patrol, my last question, maybe some auntie say at some point or Betty pains biana. Ne lamps ne back.
No, it was painless. There was no pain. But now me move the gland na echo, and it was on my left side, just one side, not the other side.
Okay.
Pain is not typical. Breast pain is not typical presentation of cancer. Let us understand.
Even your
Pain
ovulation
is
pain sometimes.
Pain is not one of the characteristics of breast cancer.
Theodora, my little advice, and I say contact Auntie Felicia privately or chat on them, get her number, and I'm very sure she'll be able to support you with advice. And
I'm sure.
Right. All right, cool. Yo, yeah, and twice on I am for Grace. Grace, I'll meet yourself now for a question, bro.
Thank you, Uncle. Me joining late and be more touchy through the question and maybe Dada.
Go ahead.
I want to know, aside from the lumps that may be a symptom of breast cancer, what are some of the other symptoms that may also be available in addition to the lumps?
That's fine. Any problem. There may not be any symptom at all. That's the first thing I would say. There may be a lump, there may be a change of the skin, puckering, make a poor door. A anchor and I'm supposed doctors the breast can be like that. Ulceration say a crew talk on no there. Let's just say it is almost like a very advanced, and it's very unlikely to be cook a sick.
Stage 4.
But unfortunately, in some places, like Ghana, we used to see advanced cancer of the breast. A crew. It says as long as one day, sometimes actually, people will not even seek help until the last minute. Even after a removal of the breast, it must have metastasized to the whole body. Very sadly, and some of them presented with bloody discharge from the breast. But we don't see that. Any change in the skin, whether the nipple points in the opposite direction from what we all know is a straight, and as whatever a enlargement, lump, I've already mentioned pain in your characteristics of breast cancer. Anyway, it can be fibroadenoma or mastitis or anything other, or even abscess in the breast. That will give you pain. And by abscess, there we have flucloxacillin or any antibiotic or augmentin. That's not what we are discussing tonight. We are talking about cancer, something that can kill you, and very quickly. So, and I hope say Metima answer. And we still are here. So
we are still talking about it. Quickly, Sister Felicia, do you have anything else to add with regards to the symptoms?
Yeah, I know Doc has said almost everything, but one of the things they say your blood test too can reveal cancer.
Absolutely. Because of Namika genetics, until we have the BRCA, I didn't mention those ones. But cancer of the breast, there are genes or more predisposed. I was going to go to that. So, cancer of the breast, gene 1, gene 2, can be picked up by people who are predisposed. And some of them, so be an mammy and any close be what they do is they just don't waste time. They go and remove their breasts and get reconstruction. And yes, there are blood tests for picking up cancer of the breast. Yes.
Okay. So briefly, at what point say obi any changes be on a breast micro bit me I say I want to go for a test to see whether me will cancer and as a minute.
So because if there's a genetic predisposition, you don't wait. And 20 years you go and do so your cancer can say or try say or no when you been never ban or 21 also. I'm submitting visa.
Yeah,
encouraging her to be more proactive and going for checks. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. All right.
And I don't know, can include going for a blood test. And that is the BRCA genes that are making. There are two types.
Okay, yo, me that's the dog. My main for Patricia. Pat, Bajo, unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
My question at times so me over na me no fumu every me. Me call doctor Moshe almost normal. But how you know and sure says like something that is normal on the left side. But after the sign is shaky. And it's very severe pain, not normal as yeah, anyway. And it stay for long. So I don't know if it's a sign of cancer now, say anything.
I will still go and seek help. I will still go. They said we don't lose anything. Well, whatever. Say any idea what I said before, go and ask for help. Even though Rebecca said pain is not one of the features now, a better cell for checkup for manual examination and then also for tests just to ensure say or scan just to ensure say it is any idea be a bit me amount a problem be meaning say cancer, but there's no way we can tell.
Okay. Thank you.
Me one or two being come. Sometimes ovulation so to me yes sir.
Oh.
Sometimes ovulation to me yes sir, until you've got to just check. But as doc said, no doctors can there's no harm. Just go to the GP, just ask them to refer you for mammogram, and then that will determine not a scan. That will just determine. Yeah.
Ovulation, ovarian cycles, you see, they tend to be repetitive. So every month be and one because people say this. I'm sure they are very good at it. When you say, oh, maybe the menses and answer something, maybe period I get this pain in my breast. But if it's something that's becoming odd, say, but at all time or any time, be it bad there. I wouldn't necessarily associate it with ovulation or for that matter, your menstrual cycle. Go and have a scan or something.
Okay.
Or for examination and then see. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, now come baby son another question say is she using any birth control, any contraceptive?
No.
You're not okay, that's fine.
Right. Sorry. Based on that, somebody was asking a question in the chat room. Say, can birth control also lead to causes of cancer?
Yes, it increases it. It does.
Can I just do a practical aspect of mine? The day I was told, say, me war cancer on the same day they broke the news to me. The first question they asked me was, have you got any birth control? And I'm saying, yes, I had the Marina Quell. They told me to go and take it out the same day.
So see, the cancer of the breast, the corporate hormone is
estrogen, yeah.
Okay, and then progesterone to some extent. And anything that is putting more estrogen into the body with or without progesterone, which most of our birth control pills do add, will increase your risk.
Yeah.
And say, of course, I mean, oral contraceptive people still use it anyway. But so we are very predisposed that I wouldn't encourage you to do that. I would rather you use other types. There are so many other types of it will be a safe period there. You can go to that. And I'm a
time Maminfa Ako any a queer Namafa Same Nafi the question time no Aberini rapid this section Nafi Yaka time with tap send like focus tap send focus Nafi or any issue with regards to your tap send account so maybe breaker room one never so call na customer service team no abwa or Yemfa Ako.
Yo, Pacho Medasi, Ikasen free Germany. Midia and Casapa, them the Acosia Brefisefa. Na pacho na me bisa doctor ene enuaba say aside say we be check your breast no is there any remedy be as say home remedy be obitimi afa to prevent it munya bi but as say or how be check say obi a lamp be dem and say obitimi enya home remedy be. I know say niema be not a be draw as such but sometimes you be ready prevention of a cancer no na me mama some fruits be any other be a bit use and am patchon person me bisa say to say be a obi ba na ono nom sa enro no bi say be ya obi nya ba no patchon no so betimi cause cancer na patchon na wase
Yo, you're Dr. First Niamba, your mommy, your midwife. So,
in reality, I raised an important point. So, you see, generally speaking, cancer, if you live a very healthy lifestyle, like good exercise, you can do animals and balanced diet, and a generally healthy lifestyle. Now, it improves your lives and it actually reduces your risk to any type of cancer. And then the first point. Complementary, there are several of them. There are near to say, in fact, even in our homes, no, you will never be to say a turmeric. I don't know whether you are aware of those. Those ones have all been found to reduce the incidence of cancer in general, not only for breast cancer. So, crucial. I mean, let's try and make sure say we eat very fresh, unrefined foods, sugar intake. Yeah, so processed foods. You cut down on them. Eat very fresh, balanced diet. Exercise, sleep well, remove all the stresses, and antioxidants also should be removed. I mean, it should be improved. I mean, we take more antioxidants. That's what I want to say. Okay. And then you be some tomatoes and so what is animal we now count your chances of getting cancer in general will come down. We move a brew or and nakura 3 hours. If you sleep for 3 hours for over 24 hours, that's not good. Your levels of free radicals will shoot up. And these free radicals are the ones that for cancer. Stress and free radicals production. They are the ones that are killing us. And so I am not perceive accept. So I do maybe I'm
okay.
So those are things.
Yeah, Doc. I mean, you said it. Your journey is very, very important when it comes to time and treatment. No, a lot of folk will leave be with your friend or ugu, and normally, so when you're having the treatments now, what they say is because your body doesn't produce red blood cells, your bloods go down. And then most people who are having chemo or have had chemo, they have blood transfusion. But I never had blood transfusion because I was just having that ugu, one blend, dear mommy and papa, any numere. By the time I finished my 7th cycle, now I was my blood 90. I started with 13, which was good. Greens are very, very good. And now I'm saying no baby says what can they eat? A lot of forward UBS and bitter leaf. I don't know say if anyone has said that bitter leaf. Yeah. I don't know say bitter leaf. No, what bitter leaf? I think say one Nigerian war America research being into it. What when I read the research, no one say what the bitter leaf does is it acts on the sugar levels into reducing it. So what have bitter leaf now? What are normal yare nyina wo mu because sugar ye share yare bia e wo yemu a sugar na deba. If you are able to just reduce the amount of the sugar in your body now, that is also, I mean, that will reduce your risk of having cancer. Again, baby, me na me try to make kai ni tree di ni me to me kai, but and for friend no alugun to go. That what's up. Me pacho bi ni me kai ni tree di
apre your friend no apre
I can for friend no alugun to go. But you threw out the treatment, no. That is one of the things. Now, when you read, I mean, Pamucho, let's go into research and then read this animal. Would you just type in soursop? Soursop kills chemo cells, no, more than even the chemotherapy. Into when I was having the treatment, no, and even still, me smoothie made me soursop I am still taking. It's quite expensive. I will UK, but I still take it. Into the self all prevents any manner. Occasionally, no. Now with the account of fruits, would you? And berries are very good. Berries are good. And I kick a draw. A very antioxidant. Me medrian instead of make you see maggi, nisa, spices, man, you see, because it doesn't help. Nyamu ginger with garlic, any with onions, would the yika crabby soma with chicken, what me I into no you use no yana maginis man main casamen di crabba yen reduce because I know so high and ensure we need to drink more water to flush our system. And one of the things which has helped me throughout my after my treatment was to detox. I did 3 months solid of detox just to get rid of the chemo or the free radicals now, which were, I mean, within Rona. After that, every week I detox maybe once or twice, just because I don't want any, how do you call it, free radicals. I try to do that, and then I drink a lot. I try to do exercise when I can. And then I try to rest. When I'm tired, my body tells me I'm tired. Nothing stops me. I will just go and rest. And then stress. It's a big issue when you look at cancer, because what happens is when you look stressed, cancers now. Most of them, because I mean, I had the opportunity to have my treatment at Guy's Hospital, the new cancer center, won't be a year, and they had other things. Most of the people now say, I mean, we share, we talk about. Most of the people now we're coming there, no, and but most of them had gone through major trauma from there. No, cancer. To me, Pamucho. Let's leave it to God, and then let's just move on, because we cannot solve all our problems. Let's leave stress out of our, because stress, it's not a good thing.
Stress is not a good thing.
It is, when you look at the effect of stress on our bodies now, come on, it's not worth it.
Yo, Maminfa,
my question about Sami bisa say to say be obi pese onya baby onyin sen na ononom sa no not the herbs, but inruan kasa
fertility tablets.
Okay, can I come in here, because if
you are doctor na prescribe be abeko chemist no na what to say body, but to say pregnancy baby, something like that.
Okay, no, you can just have it. But I was just going to you can't say fertility. I have had fertility. It took me 15 years to have my children. I had my first child at 37. I had a lot of fertility treatments when and it didn't help.
Okay.
I would just say so when you're try and then eat well, try and then rest, and then try and believe God, because after all the things I how do you call it? After all the things I did, no, it didn't work for me. I had a PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it was a severe type. I wasn't ovulating. I had issues. But when I left all the medication and then I rely on God, I just woke up one day and found out I was pregnant. Let's trust God for it. And then let's Clomid. I always tell everyone close to me, say, no, just trust God. God will give you children.
Okay, but you made your number because me near back UK, back operation breast cancer almost so heavy. The normal operation recently, week cry my. Enti person kaminya on number sebe abetimi na kasa na at least because we fa mu denti no ono no benya obenya more confidence say she can survive na mpacho enti nesremu a me de nya number say
over to me afa me to me the amount sisi ana host no what do you say about that?
Well, we try as much as possible not to publicize. Okay. And my inbox or a chat room one more privately to request for a number on, so that that will be straightforward. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, but I mean, I just want to protect all my speakers. Right. Pacho, my emfa equia any same. Equia we are na same and so the need the actual so now for speakers now I more final summary am I now for the section we have here. Equia, yet you.
Me pacho me dasi. Me pacho me question no is about me mame. Though when you 80-year-old woman, but she keep complaining, saying me no for yeneya. Also, why ni mu yeneya? Ama me no for no aye akesiye. Ata extra uchimo who sent you. Last year, me rush ko Ghana, me o US do. Me rush ko Ghana ko fani ko hospital. Emma, omu ye all kind of tests. I also omu ye biya, but omu si bibiya. But me no for still. I say omu say aye akesiye. Atabrewa sa anka wasanka no for aye I kind of say hata no more you do more than how now it say before no we say more you do until me say me do sa doctor say no then
that's see at that age no there say is a breast sag no. If it is becoming bigger, then it's all fibrous tissue that's happening in there. It can give pain. Fibrous tissue, it can make the breast also bigger. But I know it's very highly unlikely to say cancer anyway. Nature say a normal tissue now or breast which is constituted by areola and all the common units are replaced by fibrous tissue. I know it's money. Now, so it becomes turgid and it can be painful. And no, it's very highly unlikely to say cancer. So now we can emphasize pain any one of the characteristics of and especially almost say after we can say after 50 years or definitely after 70 years of breast cancer is very, very likely. The incidence is very high. In this particular say. No for first age they in a whole it's unlikely to be cancer. But what must say?
And teacher say my
oh, you can still go ahead and see a doctor and examine it and all that, but maybe scientifically no, it's very unlikely.
Okay, maybe that's
and that's
you. Yenko na yenfa eye same Now you emphasize me anyway on this section now for you and call tap send focus and also support our customers with any issue that they've got. Sammy Pacha Yetio.
Well, yeah, Madam Silver, me Germany, Hamburg. Now, me so media, me person, me be send doctor here no one make a crowd. Media and the 5 years cancer no. Now, it's quite a while ni. And I'm who say ni man who me who say me tenase within seconds, even bars man I said there. My night me see me the mensa cross with me nye bibi. Me ti me gina bears 30 minutes na me ti me nante. Se mensa so a me ti fa mensa na so ade nye hwe. Like my trial for hospital and so be several times, but still now me was able to anything be send me now meet now within 20 minutes. Sorry, I meet me so I'm a local means that's why not and the same thing. And then doctor mommy who say there's a certain thing and Ruben on me and hospital my boy me almost had enough. I saw one me.
Sorry. It's probably be hard. They have a typical type of a year for contractures.
Yeah.
And a fair contracture. It can happen in the hands. They're not scientifically, they are not who say, and duplicants, no contractures, no, due to low vitamin D. So,
yeah.
And what is one of the typical representations. So, when you experience now, you might not be able to diagnose. You see, in the temperate climates, no, yeah, your levels of vitamin D are low.
Yeah.
And one of the presentations, and they will catch me. I will start taking not just the ordinary dose of vitamin D, but your high strength vitamin D.
Okay.
Because I've seen it before. Take high strength of vitamin D and let us know how, on our next within a month's time or so, how you feel like.
Okay.
I'm sure it will solve the problem for you.
Okay, doctor.
Mpacho mami mfa ba konka ho vitamin D ne so betumi a woto vitamin D na there are some vitamin D's are K2 because
okay.
vitamin D yes juma but with the absence of K2 no na I don't even transporting it but when you have a K2 in it now
okay.
But it should be the high strength vitamin D, not ordinary dose. No, will not help. There's
again
there's a one be a very high strength.
High strength.
And ask for that for the high strength vitamin D.
But vitamin D now will encourage everyone on the platform. Will be OTA say say because especially you war I would just advise everyone because papa and your skin is so thick say because of the color it takes we don't get enough because it's hard to penetrate into what I would advise everyone is nigana but more diana vitamin D dear as a sofa every time. So during the summer now share no ye kakra dia hen any way kakra. But I would just advise you say vitamin D is very good because 2011 I suffered vitamin D deficiency. That means a big cry obviously undetectable into me 2 year ma. Now I was having the pains now. The gentleman was just experiencing now me debiana me joints na but won't check in on who send a bin I was advised into I take vitamin D deficient. I take vitamin D with K2. Another thing I would say is vitamin D very well into the CB to me every time biano, especially one far high blood pressure in row. So for vitamin D now, what vitamin D does is it strengthens the heart muscles. Because in run high blood pressure and no, it weaken heart muscles no. Into when you take vitamin D now, it strengthens it. Into no anyone on any high blood pressure medication, I will advise the person to take vitamin D. Thank you.
Yo, me that say,
thank you.
Yeah, the AC and the mouse a queer asaya manisa. So a queer quickly, briefly, the one man is as mean to me, sir. A queer get you.
Oh, me patch my mom is also a mistake in
okay, no worries. Yeah, my mama, the one man is as the opportunity. But your Udini is, but you omit yourself now for a question, Ebra. You say on also a mistake in the young
sorry, I'm muted, sorry.
All right.
Somebody boost a question in connection with the vitamin D now kind of how often should you take it? Should it be like every day, and then should you take it and pause at some point, or you can continue to take it every day for almost like a year? Because I started
not for a year. Usually, no, autumn, echo, winter, no more. By the time I do a spring, no, you can pause, but a minimum of 2 months. From late November, so we'll start here December, January, or even February. You can stop it, but you shouldn't be taking it for more than 3 months. It's not advisable.
All right, cool.
Because too much of vitamin D2 can poison you.
Too much of everything is bad.
Okay.
Yo, Doc, finally, Yanjo last words, Nyanji Mami Felicia, so last word, Nafi, Nyame Aduma. I think that we need to continue this program. Like you started discussing, Doctor, this health show, no, this today, I confirm is that we need to have it.
Maybe when say health advice, not cancel the breast. I think so, yes, we all need to help each other. Well, the Betimaka and say cancer of the breast is a very important thing. Creative problems. Oh, titu. Yeah, well, no, titu. I mean, Emma titu. You know, now they hear me titu and a Sabaya Obetima Hunintam was son, Hunintam now son. Ubinya ho utimodi na mmom no se bibi ye wo nipadua no na nya ka breast nko na wo se o we me kwa ko bo me so bi di no ni ara je a me de be hwe mo ya de dia bu se na ko fa problem sika na wo pe no ana sabe nyema wo japadia na wo pe ni na sabe eso anko bamfa so ama wo emo eso bamfa so mo bi de no one custody na let us try and do something about how na ade ba ko na person ka me mani pa hu ni say stigma ma me kan ya imo modia na ya de na ya yentusu fancy it is here because you go for no tia ya no be kama we are saying na say asumesi nya eno so nya sade Nini anamasa be omo yare omudima bonti no mekasa na mo bi wo ha obi wo de bo mo tibi de bo eno ne ade ba ko na psychological support very very crucial enye meka chemotherapy ene usane mani na unya we nyina na we na ko show them na ka put na usua paso be no so let us try and tissue say ya dey be nya cancer of the breast kwa be higher yema yebusia for ye nam yen kama obinti na support na pe obu hokrapo na arechiche keke because ye hu bi o no wate kura say akọ hospital kura me aka say onya cancer wate ato a he said otiminya stroke instantly. The shock alone can make some people net cancer no na ekunu is the shock. Psychologically, we all need to support each other. Give me that. So I can make. And I mean, you say, you start to measure be na that should be no. Yaka in some no aka. Madam Munina say, Musumunya emrena mutie. So that person say no sponsors so as say an area within the Ghanaian community. And more boy. Okay.
No.
Good night.
Yeah, that's it. Yo, Yanko, your mommy Felicia and so on.
In some in the nutshell, no, the mechanism early detection, early intervention does help a lot. Into no me pamocho cancer ain't deadly as people thought. What I want the me person will be a the doc a catcher ne kakra miss media account say yen sa ye duani dim yen exercise yen bo modiana ye hwe ye husu ye na ye hwe ye husu ya. I believe say we won't be victims. I mean, when I look back, there are certain things I wish I had changed it because I went into management and I had little children and I was under a lot of stress, especially we at more NHS now management. I did BIE now also. And I think that is where I picked it up. Into, I will advise everyone, say, you reduce your stress levels. Me pamocho, as Doc said, no, psychological support is very key when someone is going through cancer. Miss Remo, I had, even in my local, I had people talking about me, and people would come and tell me, say, oh, I heard that they said you have had cancer. On your I didn't need that at that time. There was a lot of stigma. I mean, I decided I was going to come out and I came out and it did help me because I spoke about it. I mean, a Ghanaian, just a Ghanaian man be honest, you're catching so when you're cancer. He didn't even tell the wife. I've heard, I know another one too, on any sister. Send when you're pancreatic cancer. Honest one can't channel. My many dinner children ko hospital or could do hospital no 2 days and on usuye. Me pamocho. Let's look after ourselves. Ye pasi ye coffee back with good health. Into ye ensure ye duani diemu ye. So usro so benya cancer. Alugun to green me pamocho. Ye very good. It's expensive, but it's very good a year. Ye bet me a funny ye rest it too. Na me pamucho your holiday so I am holiday papa nya holiday you ever back na you ko Ghana say no thank God for how do you call it your friend is saying accommodations grab by friend is saying pamucho Airbnb me pamucho so so be ko fie no bi be ko akotete wa mesre wa bomodia le ko show baby na je say would you show 1 week after 1 week na waju wa home no now I'm back now I'm obi egusafe no waba. I tend to do that when I go to Ghana. I don't go back. I don't go me wo baby I because see kakra me bomodia distress na my yeah answer na makofie ntino people just say me who me the following week na me back into me rest. Let's reduce the amount of stress, oxidative stress, and yet me pamocho, and then let's watch what we eat.
Let's watch what we eat. I say usikano upebia dibi. Fabiko holiday. Yes, holiday. So the any uko Ghana may come for a Douglas Court at the Pantan Junction. A very beautiful place. It's open 1 bedroom, 2, 3. Nina el honomo. Just a okwa obe enjoy pa. And come mebus ya phone got detail. And I of how did then a breme, I would then a breme. On no smile. Anyway, I had no more and edge medi yadibesi. Mehuse nkofo dodo na assign moments so. Nyami aduma next week. Ye be sign actua this topic eso. we will be talking about other types of cancer and other health-related issues. Dr. Ebabe joining other health professionals. We many Dr. a member of Ghana Doctors and Dentists Association, one of the executives. Na over the weekend, yedin komo say health matters program be bad. Weekly yebenya other health professionals to say Mami Felicia no boy na ya futu yetu ye hofo ya kire ya adwene ya busa questions into no me give this next week ye de details ni nyina ebeba na ehu da ye be sa health program no name next week we are bringing them back to talk more about other types of cancer or Abusa for Sabri, I'm going to open breaker room 1. Or any issue with regards to your tap account Uko breaker room 1 customer service team no honomo omo ebeboa sa and so yebeko tap saying focus section, anything that you want to talk about tap saying Malto will be in the seat and he will be helping you. But before that, Malto, my angel West before said doctor any young mammy nest ebekono angel so last West Malto.
No, just a big thank you to Dr. and Noah Felicia for coming on the show. It's been quite exciting. I didn't realize that a health talk will be this exciting. I didn't say every week Nana Kwame brings these things and he says, "Oh yeah, it'll be good, let's do it," and then we discuss it back and forth. But it looks like clearly this is what the community needs and the community wants. So we would continue supporting Nana Kwame to bring things that matter to us, to all of us. Indeed. Doctor, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. And Felicia, thanks also for your time. And we are all learning. Some of us work too hard, and we are very aware of that. But
stress.
It's worth it.
And I'm coming back to you.
Yo, Abusa for your better munyina say and you rain so munya bre assign any share BM. Nyame Aduma next week we will continue with our health talk. And it is Omodiana saying any ancient next week. Sir, and so
go back to
Juanana what yesimu hey. Sir, and so and I say, oh, call Isua, ye create WhatsApp group. Anytime be ye be program to say no, ye be sending notification, although all our send customers in ya, but we also want to have WhatsApp. Page group you beat me I notify more with regards to this program Israel and yet any other matter be a man sending message be our platform so anything Israel me send a link not what join it what click a link and so no join a group on WhatsApp and anytime we are having any program be you send a notification I join here and our call you so yo madam ase Sabri breaker room 1 will be open soon or any issue regards to your TapTapSend account. TapTapSend customer service team about wow. Now breaker room 1 is open. We will whoever pop it up on your screen or any issue that you need assistance. Just join breaker room 1 and yen team no honma omo about wow. Sa and soon as I breed it, Majai Eddie Ora Mountain. Now what take the hot seat no up to Medina so Malto.
Yes, it was for let's try and do maybe 30 minutes or so. So if you have any questions that are tap related, that if you have specific questions that we should go into your account and look into it and discuss it, then I suggest you go to the breakout room because we can't discuss your personal matters on the open forum. But if you don't, if you have any general questions, then I can deal with those and we will just talk. If you have any, you don't have to have any questions. You can just make a comment or ask somebody what's going on, or let's just have a chat. This is a good emotional support as well. So if you haven't spoken to any tree this week, then this is a time to speak some tree. So like me say, the whole week I've had no need to speak tree because meeting, London. But this is a good place for us to just be ourselves. So if you have anything to say, just raise your hand. I would give you the floor and you can say it. I could also take any questions and you could ask us any questions here too. Where do we start from? Let's start from what's that be? Boyeba Benefo, Pachamitio.
That's Bosheba.
Bosheba. Oh, Boshe. Boshe. Is that how they spell Boshe?
That's right. You are not. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. I'll forgive you, Mauta.
Boshe. Enye KY.
That be KY would be she.
Oh, she. Nishe.
As in Shrem Martin. That's yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for bringing Nana Kwame. Thank you so much for bringing the health segments. Please kindly bring more of these, because it's been my heart's cry that we educate the Ghanaian community. Your health, your pomudin semho. And see, I'm so happy, sir, and I'm the way Abba. I look forward to more educative segments with regards to our health. Mr. Mauto, I've got a suggestion.
Yeah.
When it comes to sending money to accounts. Is there any way I create a reference section?
Yeah.
Yeah. May what accounts be as an investment account with ye or more generic accounts, but I need to use my personal way, as a reference.
Yeah.
Set a quotoma which me allocate to that particular fund.
Yeah.
I've searched around you and your rival. So far, one of them pay and a what's our option no. See, Ebanesana mini choice.